Welcome to the Notorious D.I.D. I am Valpray. Bonjour. We have had a very rough day. We have been seizing for most of the day. It is 11 something at night and we have only been decently conscious for maybe an hour and a half. The rest of the day was shocked by the seizure. When I awoke, I am co-conscious with we're co-conscious. This is Lola. I'm not used to this portion of it, but I am used to communication with the others because even though I didn't come forward before, I was kind of helping the others when they'd come forward so that they knew who they were. I'd ask them repeated questions. Who are you? Who are you? And sometimes with this, you're not sure who you are. Sometimes with this, you may pause and think, am I Laura? Who am I? Because there is an amnesia that goes on, but also with that, for us, there's also a secondary situation where you may have to try and figure out who you are for a few moments. There's a foggy haze that takes place, and I used to be the one who helped people when they got into the system to remember who they were, what their background was as much as possible, because those first moments when you are the one who is entering the body or who is there, the more you can remember in those first moments, the better off you are, because as you go farther, the memories, you will forget specifically who you are. Now, not so much myself, since I am the origin, but there are the others, they will have that time, and I used to help them with that. I am still attempting to help them with that, but today is one of the first days since I have been one of the primaries that we have had someone come into the system. Someone named Vera came into the system while we were seizing. And as I've mentioned before, when we're seizing, we are mostly conscious throughout most of it. We do have blackouts off and on throughout the seizing, but we're mostly conscious. We have no motor skills. We have no, we can hear, we can't talk. We can, sometimes our eyes get locked open, so we're able to see but not move our eyes. And we can, we know what's going on around us because we're conscious even though the body's unconscious. Go figure. But Vera entered today, and that's the first person that we've added since I have been at the front. She's not the nicest of people. At some point you may meet her. I'm not sure, not clear on that. But I did communicate with her, and she expressed some really nasty attitude. So I'm not sure much about her other than her manner and her name, because she was very open about her name being Vera. Not so much a last name, background, anything like that. And because of her attitude, I really wasn't able to communicate that much with her to find out much more about her. So I like Valpray a lot. She is really helpful. She's really a strong character. I know that when more than one primary is at the front, or when you're co-con a lot like she is, she does have some blending issues that go on where she's not quite herself because of somebody else. And this does take place with our system. Sometimes you can have mannerisms or behaviors that are not quite you and you're not sure why. But it just takes place, and this happens with me a lot. Because I do have complete communication, well, I can't say complete. Almost with everyone I have communication and I can talk to everyone. But because of this, sometimes I don't have that good a grounding. And that means we kind of go back and forth. And this is a difficulty. We do try and force ourselves back and forth when needed. Like, because if I'm talking and we've got to make a phone call and it's not good for me to be the one to talk, then we usually do change out if I can get somebody else to, because it bothers me. It don't seem to bother many of the others. We've not really had anybody say anything, but I don't feel comfortable with the possibility of them saying anything. Now, if I've been talking to somebody and so they already know, then that's fine. There's not much to do about that. But these, we've been, me and Lola here recently have been going back and forth. And I do respect Lola. She does get things done without having a problem, but she does also have the seizures. There are a few of us that don't have the seizures for one reason or another. I'm not sure why. But I try my best. It's almost like something locks it away from me to be able to pull those people forward when we need them to because of the seizing. It would be more productive if I could pull somebody forward that doesn't seize. And I've done it a couple of times, but it's nothing steady and it's nothing that can be done every time. And it's difficult. It's very difficult. Right now, the seizures are the biggest portion. Even though we have a back that goes out constantly, the seizures are the biggest portion that are preventing us from having stability with a position, make money, with being able to set a time schedule, with being able to do what we need to do a lot of times. So I hope that in the future, near future, we may be able to pull together some money and see if hypnotherapy can help. I am unclear if it would or no, but this is for any systems out there, please comment if you have stability with income and how you do it. Because I mean, obviously with us, we would probably be able to do it better if it weren't for the seizures, but still with interacting, there's a lot of us that have abilities to do this or to do that and others don't. So please comment if you have any answers to that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for coming to see us and being our friends. We appreciate you. Leave any comments you wish. We value your input. And no matter if you're singleton or if you're multiple. This has been Valpray and has been Lola. And we say adios.